All right, welcome back, my little TCL. Today we're going to take a look at the Batman DC versus Vampires Nightmare Edition. So this is a re-release of the Vampires Batman done in what do they call this now? This is done in Nightmare Edition. So we're going to see what Nightmare Edition means. It's probably going to be different colors, like basically two-tone colors. As you can see here, it's only 5,250 pieces, limited edition, 2024 exclusive, McFarlane Toy Store exclusive. This was available at GameStop here in Canada. Like most of McFarlane Toy Store stuff, or I should say a lot of them, sometimes they do show up there. I don't know why. I think it's due to the fact that sometimes the shipping from McFarlane store is a little bit expensive, and or he wants to make sure that they get the product out there and stuff. Sorry, my cat is interfering with the stuff. Stay there. All right, so here you have the side, you have the back. Nice picture of the Vampire Batman. This Vampire series, believe it or not, is I think it's all in all a low run, but it's one of the more popular lines that he's been doing here and there. He puts out at least so far it's like 2 to maybe 3 figures per year. I might be wrong on that, maybe 4, but they seem very limited at first, and then they always seem to be harder to find about a couple of months later. Like, I know a lot of people are still looking for the regular Batman. Joker's becoming hard to find. Superman I haven't seen at all lately. I think the next one is Nightwing. That's becoming another hard one. The ones that are easier to find right now is the Robin and the Shazam that released. And the Green Lantern one, which is really amazing. I like that effect. I wish they would use that effect on other Green Lantern figures in the future. It's a really nice power up, like energy flame effect. I'll show you that when I do the comparison with the other figures. Actually, you know what? I'm not sure yet if I'm going to put this one with the other vampire line of figures that I have on my shelf. I have them all together, so we're going to have to wait and see. So let's open this up and see what it's all about. Before I do that, I'm just going to show you the code here for Canadian collectors. If you want to find them or call your local comic book store or GameStop to see if they can locate this for you and get your hands on this. Should be pretty sweet. I decided that I'm going to actually just slide this out of the box on camera so we can see what it all looks like together. Now that I've cut the plastic. Oops, where's the plastic? And this is what it looks like. Wow, that's pretty neat. Got the nice vibrant colors, so it's like a gold and black. Really, really nice. We have his axe, we have the stand, we have the card, and we have the stand for the card. And there he is. All right, let's actually take him out of the package. So before I do that, let's see if we have any hidden goodies in the back. And that's a really nice gold on the cape. I see this is kind of like a metallic gold. I would like to see this on a lot of the other figures he does. Any figures he makes with gold. Like we have a classic Dr. Fate coming up. Hopefully he uses a gold like this or something a little bit shinier for the helmet to make it really shine. But overall, so far it looks pretty nice, pretty neat. I like it. All right, let's take him out of the packages. Let's free the vampire. All right, here he is, free from his compounds. So as you can see here, that he has the I guess like a battle axe. Very soft. I wish McFarlane would kind of make these a little bit harder, at least like not hard enough that if you try putting a hand it breaks, but a little bit more like solid, so it's not so flimsy. Because with a lot of things, of the weapons like an axe or even the mallet that comes to the Joker, after a while it tends to just flop and it tends to bend and doesn't look all that great. I do like the way they did the gold on here. The paint job's really nice. Then we have the card stand. Nice little gold there. That's what it looks like on the back. And then you see here, this is what it says. Nothing much. It says the certificate of authenticity. Oh my gosh, I have trouble saying that today. I have number 449. That's right, 4,049 of 52. Was it 5,250? So it's not a bad number. I like the 4/4. Neat. There's a card. Now, upon looking on this figure, let's see. Oh yeah, we got the figure stand. Now the thing about this is that I think where the blood would have been, they made it gold. I would have liked it if they kept the blood on there because it is a vampire version to keep within the motif and the theme of it. But I can understand, I guess they want to really just keep it basic 2 colors, which is basically just black and gold. Even his teeth there are really like gold. The only thing is the ears. I don't remember the original one has the ears bending like this, but this is how it is in the package, so I might have to warm it up to straighten it, or I just might leave it as is. If you have McFarlane figures, you know, articulation is pretty much the same. His head is just one piece, so if you're thinking like, oh, I can switch his head onto another figure, you have to get the same figure, like a Hush figure or something like that. It has this one piece, which is the head and the neck connected together. Swivel at the biceps. Same thing here, the elbow, double jointed elbows. Let's see. We got the wrist, swivel at the wrist. The wrist is not, oh, it doesn't really need to be sculpted, so it's okay like that. The waist is the same. Same thing, chest and waist both rotate. The belt's a nice gold. I like to see this gold in some of the other Batman belts. Really nice and shiny, it really flashes. Same thing here. You got the open legs, not really much of a twist, which some figures have better twists at the thighs than others, but it's one of the main things since he had this line that he really needs to work on, because it is there, the piece for articulation for them to twist their thigh, but it's just, well, see, now if you give it a really good one, it's not too bad. So I think it's getting there. It must be a way to get this so it's more fluent. Double jointed knees. All right, ankles. It's just the regular. See, it's a regular ball joint ankles, not sculpted. I think this comes from an early version of Batman. The cape is really nice. I really like this cape. Nice gold. Like its pose is like sculpted, but it's really nice. I know now it's gonna be a combination of. I'll have a little piece of gold shaving there. That might be why I took it out. It was hard to get out, so I think I shaved off part of the gold paint, but it's still gold underneath, still yellow underneath. Yeah, that kind of sucks. So, is that gonna bother me? Not really. It's gonna bother me. Okay, it's not gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me. Not gonna bother me. Okay. Gauntlets are nice and gold. And yeah, that's the back. This is sculpted on, which I wish you still do some of these figures like this and still have them sculpted. I know he's kind of steering away from that and having it like painted or whatever, but the sculpting, I like the sculpting emblems in the figures. Symbols or emblems, or what you call them. Now, as I mentioned before, the axe. Oh la la. Let's see. It's easy to fit in. You just have to. The trick with any of the weapons and stuff I find is you have 2 choices. You could take off the hand if they have a switchable hand and put the weapon in. But the trick I find, if you bend the thumb a bit, then you can pretty much fit any weapon. Sometimes you have to bend the hand. Before, you used to have the hands really solid. So I always used to bend the thumb back, and then you can basically fit any weapon you want inside of the figures. So this is the axe. Now, as I mentioned before, it's soft, so it's going to only hold its pose for about 2-3 days before it starts limping. And that's happened to a lot of the weapons now. I wish you make it a little bit solid. I don't know if it's a safety thing or not, but there you go. You pose it like this, have them like that. And of course, if you put on a shelf, Got the vampire motif here in the back like this. That's how you can have a nice setup on your shelf if you have the space to have the box. I was trying that. I'm going to show you pictures, video of like my other ones I've set up on one of my shelves. The boxes take up a lot of space, so that's kind of like a thing that you need to have a lot of shelf space. I find it works better on the top shelf space, as I'm about to show you as to how I have most of these figures that come in these cards. It basically has no bio on the back. So overall though, I know I'm getting to overall at this point. I'm going to do some comparison videos or just show you some of my collection, my thing. But I do like it. It's basically it's the same figure. If you got the Vampire Batman from before, Batman vs Vampires, just to say, it's basically the same figure, just nice gold painting and gold and black. The bat is a matte black, which is really nice. And yeah, it really does spark and shine up on, not shine, how do I say? It draws the eye. You put this on a shelf and anybody, friends and stuff, you go pass by, you go look at this figure and your eyes go definitely be drawn to this figure, just the way the black and the gold blends in together. I'm going to just show you how I have some of these figures like this with the no bio on their back card look. And I'm going to show you my setup for my vampire, DC versus Vampires series of figures and where I put them right now, or where I have them in my toy room. Alright, so here we have some of them up here. I am working on getting lighting up here, but here we go. We have the glow-in-the-dark Green Lantern, Parallax. In the back, you can see the other Hellbat. Up top, you can see the Batman Who Laughs. There's the Kingdom Come Gold Batman. There's the, what do you call it, Red Hood. Accent, Superman accent, Flash accent. Oh, these are DC Directs, but anyways, this is Joker, Glow in the Dark. Swamp Thing, Glow in the Dark. Glow in the Dark. Joker Titan. And Killer Croc, Glow in the Dark. Just my Jokerized Batman figures. I actually have the other three, which is Harley Quinn, another Batman, and Hush that I'm going to do. And I'm missing one more. Here's another one of these things, you know. So you see how it works with the boxes. Sometimes they take up space, and my Superman's leaning back because his cape's kind of heavy. And then I have the ice ones up there. And then I have the, what is it, pewter ones up there that they show. I show you them there. They have them there. Sorry, getting the light in the way. So that's where I have a lot of these figures right now in toy room number 2. And now we're gonna go to toy room number 1 to show you where I have the vampires. So here we are, toy room number 1. And here is my vampire setup. So here you have the original Batman. There you have Vampire Batman, Vampire Green Lantern, Joker, Captain Marvel, Shazam, can't call him Captain Marvel. Damian Wayne, Robin, Nightwing, which the heart fell and I can't find the heart, which sucks. I'm gonna have to buy another one. And Vampire Superman, but I'm sure it's somewhere. Here I have my, might just show these ones here too. Here I have my, artist proofs figures all on the stairs, nicely displayed. And then I have a little bit of the black and white accent. And of course, the first 2 chase figures, the gold Joker, gold Batman. I'm still looking for the Deathstroke. It'll be nice if I have that. So let's do a comparison with him and the new gold accent, or what do they call it again? And mine's slipping me. This is what happens when you get old, kids. You can get old, but keep enjoying your toys. All right, we're back with them side by side. Yes. So this is what you see is the first release, and of course you have the Nightmare Edition. That's the name for escape me, because McFarlane keeps naming each and every one of these things differently. It went from black and white, then went to accent, and he keeps changing them. You can see what I mean by the ears. See how these ears are pointy and these ears are a little bit softer. So that's just another thing that you have to worry about. Not worry about, but you might have to fix. Probably heating them up might fix that. And as you can see here, with the blood on his face, by the mouth, and on the hands, and this hand, they replaced that with, well, they didn't even do the inside with it, but just on the outside, they did it with the gold, and the gold there, and there's nothing here indicating that he has vampire, like blood spewing from his mouth or something like that. But it is a different way, a different version that they want to do. Basically, it's the same figure. If you're wondering about this stand, this came from the Vampire Batman Crimson Mist. This is from DC Direct at the time, Elseworlds. They did the Elseworlds series with different, like, Red Sun, Superman, Batman, Green Lantern. They did the Vampire Batman. They did a Batgirl, and I forgot the other Elseworld one they did. I think it wasn't Catwoman. It was somebody else. I think they did the Joker too. So anyways, just go do a quick look at the back. It's exactly the same figure. This is the paint. Oh, I just noticed that. That's cool. See how the colors is different painted. It's painted halfway and stuff. But if you wanted to change your Batman's head, you can put this one and that one and this one, give him a whole different type of look. This will probably match up really cool with this, and this will really make a cool looking, like, different variant of Batman. Something to try. I don't want to pull it off right now or heat it up, because I like them the way they are, but it's up to you if you have this one, which this one has become a very hard one to find. I think what happened is that people weren't sure about this one or where it was going, and just became, this is like an overnight popular one. There's a lot, that's the thing with a lot of McFarlane figures, is that unless you collect all of them or try to get all of them, you never know what's going to be a hit or miss. And then sometimes the ones that you say you pass on and wait because you figured it might be there a little bit longer because of that mainstream or part of the main line, are the ones that become a little bit more harder to get, more expensive to get, more popular to get. As you can see, this thing starts to bend. This is what I was talking about before. See how it starts to bend? That's why. But this one, granted, is a lot more solid than this one. This is a lot more pliable. This one's a little bit more solid, but it still bends in the end because of the way the plastic they use. I just wish they use a little bit harder plastic, just a tad bit, not enough that if you put it in the hand it breaks, but a little tad bit. So anyways, there you go. That's my review and look at the Batman DC versus Vampires Knightmare edition. You might be able to still get this in McFarlane Toy Store for people in the States. Whether or not he released it elsewhere, like online retailers, one of the big ones in the States, the Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. Here in Canada, it's going to be GameStop, our CMD store, our local comic book stores. They've been getting that. Heroes Laval is another good one to go to. They have a lot. They get a lot of McFarlane stuff, a lot of stuff from based on the store, or in general, exclusives and stuff. Really good place to get stuff there. And same thing with CMD. They get them quite early, great shipping, delivery, pickup, all that stuff. And yeah, so like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you like this figure, you prefer the original, you want to get both. If there's enough requests, I'll do a mix and match of the faces and stuff like that, and see how it looks with this head and that head and stuff. I do have an idea to do, like, I have a video of a lot extra figures. I want to swap heads with some of the DC Direct figures and stuff, and the DC Classics figures, to change up the sculpt of, because some of the faces I like but don't like as much as I do on the DC collectible ones. I've done that with the Harley Quinn. Like, if anybody get the Harley Quinn Essentials figure, the head works really, really well on the Harley Quinn base figure that first came out, which is another figure that's hard to get. People are trying to get. A lot of them have been taking the ones from the Hush line, the Jokerized Harley, and repainting her. That's a figure I'm going to end off on this note, is that I'm trying to understand why Harley Quinn's a very popular character, and we really don't have a lot of Harley Quinn figures. And I'm a little bit baffled by that, because, like, she's quite popular on cartoon. She still pops up on one of the most popular, like, female type villain heroes out there, and we have very little figures of her. And that leads me to the whole thing with the Flash. We have so many speedsters, and hopefully next year he'll start getting more into the Flash Rogue, because the Flash Rogue to me is almost, I won't say equal, but almost equivalent to Batman and the Spider-Man. If you're looking at a different company like Marvel, Spider-Man rogues. Like, the Flash has a really, really solid rogues gallery, so does Batman. And the rest of the heroes fall short, like Green Lantern, Superman, and Wonder Woman fall short of the rogues gallery. But the top ones that have really cool and really great rogues gallery is Batman and the Flash. And I wish he would tap into more, McFarlane would tap into more into that. I understand sometimes he thinks the villains don't really sell that well, but there's been a change around, and they've really been people have been really picking them up and adding them to the collection, because we have so many heroes, but we need those villains. We definitely need those bad guys. Anyways, it's Scorpion72 telling you to enjoy, collect what you like. If you like this, pick it up. If you don't, and it's a pass for you, no problem. There's plenty of things out there that you gotta like from this line. A DC fan, and just enjoy the avalanche, because there's more to come. Like, he's just like a small little snowball. Started at first, pushed down the hill, and now it's a big boulder coming right at you, and it doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon, which is a good thing. In one way, because it builds a collection. Bad thing is that, man, the wallet stays empty quite often. All right, Scorpion72, thank you. Like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao. Thanks for watching.